Hi, folks. State Representative Jack O'Malley coming to you using Facebook Live. As I think folks are aware that I've said, hey, during the summer months, I'm going to just do one update a week now, unless something happens. Well, today there was some news. And I thought, well, before I point my buggy north and head home, I will throw this out here. And I know it's live. A lot of people might not see it right at this moment, but this little video will stay up and people can watch it. So a little bit of a change in things. Today, a couple things happened that I wanted you to know about. One, the governor made an announcement that said beginning next Tuesday, July 22nd, all restrictions will be off from the COVID. The MIOSHA rules will still be in place until whenever they end in August or September, whenever that is. But then they won't be extended. We've talked about that in the past. But, basically we're open for business because all the numbers are down and so on and so forth. So that got me to thinking, first of all, okay, that's great. Now what the governor needs to do is say, and I'm also removing all emergency declarations and orders so that she removes any of that last little bit of power that she has. And by that, that's the DHHS rules, right? And those MIOSHA rules. Let's end them. We're back to business. And if we're open, let's open, right? And let's give those powers back to the locals, because we're no longer in an emergency. We are now managing a situation, and we're managing it very well. So now if there's a little flare up here, the state doesn't need to be involved in every last detail. Let the locals be involved. They can consult with the state, but we don't need DHHS hovering over everybody. So the governor says on the 22nd, everything's back open, 100%. Great. Governor, withdraw that authority and those orders that you have over DHH and MIOSHA. Just do it. You should. It's time. The other thing that happened today, because of that ruling by the Gov that said, hey, everything's back to normal on the 22nd, we did a little something that wasn't anticipated for this day, but we made an amendment to a bill that did not have my Democratic colleagues real thrilled. But what we did was we made an amendment that said, all right, we need to remove the $300 extra federal pay. We need to stop accepting that from the federal government. Now, I know there are some people out there who say, wait a minute, folks on unemployment need it. And I get that. There are people who need unemployment. It's not going away. The problem that we've seen is that the extra $300 has been a disincentive to work, and our businesses need to have employees. It's as simple as that. So that bill cleared the House on basically a party line vote, and it'll now go to the Senate. We'll assume they're going to vote it out, and it'll probably get vetoed by the governor. But I believe it was an important thing to say, look, if you're opening things up on the 22nd, great. Now let's do the right thing. We're putting people back to work. Let's get them to work, all right? Because that extra $300 has been a disincentive for folks. And I was talking to some business people who said, the biggest area, especially in hospitality and lodging, is that 18 to 23-year-old, and they are just not applying. And again, I know you've probably got a nephew or a niece who's done it, or a daughter. I'm not saying it's been nobody, but as a group, that is an age group that hasn't been applying for summer jobs and jobs that are out there. Why? They're getting $300 extra, $600 a week. That's pretty good coin. So that's where we're at. Those things happened today. I wanted you to know about it. So I'm going to scoot out of here. It's about 5:45, and I want to get home. So I just thought I'd let you know about that and let you know what's happening. So I'm out of here. We'll talk to you next week unless something pops up. So, all right. Thank you very much. Have a good night.